Hello everybody, it's the old bear from the old bear's den of Bigfoot. I'm back with you again today. I've got a two-part story for you that a gentleman sent me from Ohio. Yes, another one in Ohio. But at the beginning of this video, you saw a part of me standing within 25 feet of the camera. Could you spot me? Did you see me? Let me know if you did in the comments and how you spotted me. Now that was to illustrate that you can walk past anything in the woods, and that's where I'm at. I'm out here where I deer hunt all the time, and this is where I bow hunt. This is where I rifle hunt. I bring my grandsons. I squirrel hunt. My boys come out here with me. But that's how easily it is to walk past something at 25 feet and not see it. As long as it's not moving, you ain't going to see it. So anyway, let's get into the story. Oh, and I have an announcement for you. If you did not watch Manimal Research, their most recent video from September 21st at 9 p.m. this past Monday night, and you didn't hear, coming in October, on the October 9th and 10th, I do believe. Let me check my calendar to make sure I'm not lying to you. Let's go. Yes, it is October 9th and October 10th. Hopefully that's the day I get released back to work. Because it's driving me bonkers. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, on the announcement, my wife and I are going to go and meet up with Wayne and Derek from the Manimal Research channel here on YouTube down in Tennessee. We are going to go out on a night investigation on the 9th with them. Then on the 10th, that night, we are thinking about we are going to have a live event, and Wayne and Derek have made arrangements for some of their investigators to come out of Virginia to come down and meet us all down there. And we're going to sit down and we're going to have a live show. It's probably going to run anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. So bring your popcorn, bring your drinks, bring your snacks, whatever you want. Sit down, throw it on the big screen at the TV there at the house, and sit back for 2 hours. Now this show's going to start at 9 o'clock. We're going to try to upload the night investigation from the night before on Saturday. Upload it, let you guys take a look at it, premiere it about 7 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock we're going to try to have the live interview with Manimal Research, Wayne and Derek, and 3 or 4 more of them. So it's probably going to take us about 2 hours to do this. So like I said, make sure you get your snacks. You don't want to miss a minute of it or a second, because it's going to be intuitive into what we do when we go out looking for Bigfoot, and trying to get some sounds for you guys, and we'll have them bring up pictures, whatever. But I ask each and every one of you to come in on October 10th and be ready for a 2-hour live show. If it takes us 2 hours or a little less than 2 hours, you won't miss a thing. If it takes us more than 2 hours, we will cut it up. No, we ain't going to cut it up. We're going to do the whole thing, keep it live the whole time. So I hope each and every one of you enjoy it. And we might even have some of their renditions of Bigfoot calls, and maybe you'll get the old bear to do his. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you have fun with it. It's meant to entertain. It is meant to inform more than it is to entertain you. And this video, at the beginning of it, when you saw me, or whether you didn't see me, because I'm wearing a camo shirt, I don't have a camo hat on, I don't have a camo face mask, I've got a pair of blue jeans on and my boots. That's it. Nothing else. Just a camo shirt. It's to illustrate that you can walk past one of these creatures, and if they don't want anything to do with you, they're going to stand there still, and you just ride right on by them and not even notice them. Whether you're out four-wheeling with you in your truck, or or your pickup, or whatever, or you're out riding around on a four-wheeler, they'll stand stock still and not move, and you won't notice them. Of course, we get a plane to come over right when I'm in the middle of this. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope you love it. I love the show, and hope y'all come on the 10th. We're going to try to have the video up. Whether we get anything or not, we're going to put the video up. I'm going to put it up Saturday. I'm going to try to download it as soon as we get done with the investigation on Friday night. And then Saturday morning, I'm going to start downloading it early in the morning and go back to sleep, because I'll probably be out till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning with these guys. But, and here's something else for you. We have a show on the 25th of September, a live interview with a gentleman that has seen Bigfoot, or has seen things from Bigfoot. He's done investigations out in the West, and I hope you enjoy it. Come and join us then. Now, let's get back to the story. And this comes from Ohio. I'm not giving you the city and everything like that, but I'm going to read it to you verbatim what he sent me. He said, "Hello, just this morning I stumbled across your YouTube channel and watched a couple of your videos. I like the channel a lot already and made me want to share my father's experience and my experience. It's a lot to type, so please bear with me. I was younger, about 15 or 16, and me and my dad went bow hunting on my father's land. 32 acres of woods surrounded by fields and other woods. It's out in the country, so a lot of non-developed land back then. I was in my tree stand towards the front of our property, and my father had went towards the back of the woods. He was supposed to come get me on his way up so we could go back to the house. I'm sitting in my stand on the edge of this bean field. The field is on my left, and then there is a grass field just on the right of me. It got dark, and after dark there was a full moon. So I sat there in a tree stand waiting on my dad to help me get out of the tree stand. The problem is, the woods were pretty lit up because of the moon. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something or someone. So I think it's probably my dad. The problem is he wasn't using his flashlight. Most people, even with a moon out, would still use a flashlight to walk through the woods. So I watched it. It came into the woods, and at this time, I'm watching it from the stand. I can't see any detail on it, but it was much larger than my dad. On my way into my deer stand, I had put a trail of doe urine from the grass field to my stand. This thing would walk 10 or 20 feet and stop with its head in the air like it was smelling the air. It followed the exact path of where I had put my trail of doe urine to my stand. I watched it the whole time. What really struck me was when it moved, it was silent, didn't crack sticks or anything. It made no sound at all. It came under my deer stand and then went out into the bean field, where I lost sight of him due to distance and being dark. About 10 minutes later, my dad came on and got me, and we went back to the house. So tell me what you think about that. Sounds like fun to me. Being in a deer stand, 15, 16 years old. Thing comes walking in, walks underneath your deer stand right after dark. And you're sitting there waiting on your dad, and this is not your dad. That's scary for a teenage kid. And yes, you're a kid when you're a teenager. All the way up until the law sees you as a kid, up till you're 18. I see you as a kid because I'm 52. Until you're 21, you're still a kid to me. Anyway, doesn't make any difference, ladies and gentlemen. That's a scary situation for a teenager to be in. Let's fast forward about 10 years after this experience with this young man. He says, my father called me about 10 years ago. I'm 37 now, so this is 22 years ago. My sighting was when I was younger, as stated in my story. Anyways, my father calls me. He's shaking bad, so I asked him what was going on. It was bow season again, and he told me that he had been in his deer blind and saw a small deer come running and panting and looked behind it. So my dad decides to look in the area that the deer was coming from with his scope. Now he's using a crossbow that has a scope on it for a sight. So they're perfectly legal in the state of Ohio. He said that standing there leaning on a tree was this Bigfoot. He told me that he watched it through his scope for about 20 minutes or more. He described everything about it, said it was reddish in color, like in the fall time how the leaves get, the orange-red color. He said he couldn't see the eyeballs themselves, but it had real deep eye sockets, and you could see the cheekbones stick out more than ours. He said he could even see its teeth. He said they were not sharp or anything, but almost ground down looking. So this probably was an older Bigfoot. He said it was the creepiest thing he had ever seen in his entire life. While watching it, he took note of how tall it was compared to some of the limbs on the trees. And after it had left, he went to go check it out. After an hour waiting, he decides, after sitting in his blind for another hour, he decides to sit there for another hour. That takes guts. Man. He went over and checked it out at the trees that it was standing. He estimated that its height was at least 8 feet tall. Now, my dad isn't scared by much, but I'll never forget that phone call. It scared the crap out of him. He used another word, but I used crap. I'll just put it this way. It scared the poop out of him. Sorry if these stories are long, but I wanted to describe everything the best that I can. Thank you for listening. We have also heard the woman-sounding screams in those woods as well. And then he goes on, tells me, gives me his phone number, and I've talked to him, and he seems very credible. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be the conclusion of this video and of his experience at age 15 or 16 years old of seeing a Bigfoot, and then his dad seeing one 10 years later in basically the same area on a 32-acre piece of land in Ohio. Well, both of them are bow hunting. Sounds to me like these Bigfoot have been in there and been deer hunting themselves. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this video. And take a look at the beginning and really look at the first part of this video that I put up. It has no sound to it. It's just me standing there hidden from your view. See if you can find me. If you can find me, tell me where I was at compared to where the picture was shown. If you can take a picture from it and circle me, then please do so. Let me know what you think. Anyway, y'all stay blessed and protected from all evil in this world. And I hope each and every one of you are well. And I pray for each and every one of you viewers every day. I thank the good Lord for you, and I thank you for being my friends. I consider you friends, and that's why my phone number is there. If you have trouble, call me. Let me know what's going on, and either I can tell you on the phone what to do, or I can, if it's not too far away and I'm not at work going all over the country, maybe I can help you out by coming down or coming to help you out. So I hope each and every one of you have a blessed day, and I hope you enjoy the video. And let me know what you think, people. I put them out there for y'all, not for me. I know it's there. I know they're in the woods. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.